Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
So the Niners just lost the Rams 27 to 20 fucking 4. Um at what point do we move off of the guy that clearly has been costing us games in crucial situations? And it hasn't gotten better. Last year in Minnesota and in Cleveland, Brock put the team in a position to take a lead, in a position to kick a field goal where we could have potentially won the game. And what happens when the going gets tough and it matters the most? Jake Moody misses a field goal. NFC Championship game. Brock was able to overcome that. But again, Jake Moody missed a field goal in a crucial moment in the game. Super Bowl. Jake Moody missed a field goal at a crucial part of the game. Today, the Niners had a 14-point lead. And yes, the defense gave that up. The defense gave it up. Multiple big plays. Same with special teams. But Brock drove them down the field. They were taking up a good chunk of time. He didn't allow a negative play, and he put the team in field goal range again with another opportunity to take a 2-score lead to make it 27 to 17. To make it 27 to 17. And what happens? Jake Moody again at a crucial moment in the game misses another field goal. That doesn't excuse what we saw from the defense. Overall, I thought the defense had done a great job through the majority of the game. Brock didn't put the ball in harm's way. Yes, there was a fumble. I understand that, but I put that on McKivitz because McKivitz has been allowing pressures. Like he's been a problem at right tackle this entire season. He was a problem last year. This is why I think Dominic Pooney should be playing right tackle over right guard. If they want McKivitz out there, they need to move him into right guard because I genuinely believe Pooney would be a better right tackle than McKivitz at this point in time. Because what the cause of that fumble was literally they chopped his fucking hands and they got to Brock while he was about to throw it, and he fumbled the ball. Juwan Jennings had a big game, stepped it up. No interceptions. Drove the fucking ball down the field with his legs and his arm. Overall, he played well. And again, in another crucial moment in the regular season or when it matters at a crucial time in the game, the kicker does not follow through. At what point, and I've been saying this since last year, do we move off of Jake Moody or put him in a position where, okay, enough is enough? Enough is enough. Now we're 1-2. Yes, we're injury plagued, but we should have won that game. We should have won that game. We should have won that game. We didn't have Kittle. We didn't have Debo. We didn't have CMC. And we were still dominating and whooping that ass up and down that field. Dominating time of possession. Well, not dominating time of possession. I think it was overall split. But we were still able to move the ball up and down that field, putting ourselves in a great position to win. Had a 14-point lead. Had a position to have another 10-point lead, and essentially the game would have been 27-27 if they still were able to mount a comeback. And then special teams giving up a big-ass return. I don't even blame Kyle because we know he's on the offensive side of the ball mainly, and he's the overall head coach. He had the guys ready to play, and throughout the entirety of the game, they were playing well, but except when it mattered the most and the momentum shifted, they couldn't get their bearings and they gave it up. This isn't on Brock. I can't put this on Brock. Yes, I understand they stopped him, but 30 seconds left. They punt the fucking ball and you let them basically return it for 40 fucking yards? Really? I know we're the 49ers, but that doesn't mean we allow 40 fucking yards to be returned on our asses. Come on. It's okay. We bounce back. We bounce back. It's a little hiccup in the road. We played well. Brock did not put the ball in danger. He played really well, in my opinion. The offense looked great. Juwan Jennings can clearly step it up. Ayuk is getting that rust off. But again, Ayuk is the type of player that needs to be at OTAs, at minicamp, doing all the preparation because when he got into the league and every year except for this year that he's been in the league, he's been at all the training camps, all the OTAs. He's been one of the best hard workers in the offseason. And this year, again, this is one of the marks that I have on John Lynch. Like, if we're gonna sign these guys, just get it over with. And again, some of these guys, I know did this to himself because he made it a little bit longer, but that, like, come on, there has to be a way that if there's an understanding, get the deal done. Because if your ultimate goal is to win the championship, like, there's no reason for Ayuk to have this rust. I bet you anything next year when he's there for the entire offseason program, he's going to be back to being one of the best receivers in the league. I think he's going to get better from here on out, but he's one of those players that every year that he's been in the league, that's why he's gotten so good and that's why he got paid because every offseason he was at every offseason program. This year he wasn't. We paid him and he's struggling right now and he's not looking like he's worth what we paid him. But I believe in Ayuk, so I'm not worried about that. We just got to give him a little bit of time. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be able to get to where he needs to be. The offense looked good. Once we get our weapons back, we're going to be fine. I liked what I saw from Isaac Guarendo. The defense played well. Hufanga is back. I like the rotation that they have between Brown, Mustafa, and Hoof. Um, we just got to tighten up some things on the defensive side. But my biggest takeaway, kicker, again, position to put the team in a comfortable situation, falls flat on his face. And the moment I saw they trot his ass out there, I told myself, he's gonna miss this shit. I can't rely on Jake Moody in crucial situations to make a fucking field goal when it matters the most. And I was right. I was right. So you guys just saw my thoughts about what I thought about the 49ers losing to the Los Angeles Rams. Now, a couple days later, reports have come out. Brock is dealing with some back soreness. Javon Hargrave is out for the season. This is becoming the season from hell for the 49ers. BA's rust. I know it's not. I know I can rely on BA to become BA again as long as he's there for the offseason program. This year, we might not see the best of BA until the second half of the season once he's basically played 7 or 8 games, worked out that rust with the live reps. I have no doubt in my mind we'll be able to see him back. But Juwan is definitely taking a step forward. Brock, he's gonna definitely have to step up this year. I think he's capable of doing it. After seeing the last couple of weeks, to be completely honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners go 9-8, 10-7, still making the playoffs, still vying for a playoff spot. They just need to make it. They just need to make it in the dance, and then that's when I know Brock Purdy's going to take over, and he's going to lead us to another Super Bowl appearance at the very least. At the very least. Now, if we're going to win it, that has a lot of factors, and we can go over that once we cross that bridge. But realistically, right now, as of right now, I think the Niners are going to go 9-8, 10-7. The biggest loss would be Brock Purdy, in my opinion. We cannot afford to lose him. We just got to make sure we can protect him. And please, please, please move Pooney out to right tackle because that would probably shore up the offensive line woes that we've been having with McKivitz out there. He's been struggling. He hasn't gotten better since I think this is his fourth year in the league, second full-time year as a starter. He's still struggling. He's still struggling. Yeah, this is going to be the season from hell for the 49ers. The reason why I think they have the potential of making a deep playoff run is because they're struggling. They're playing well, but they're struggling because they are just depleted of talent. They're literally in ball games. Defense has to definitely make some adjustments, minor tweaks. I still think we need to go look for another kicker because I can't rely on Jake Moody in crucial game time situations when we need him to come through. The nerves just get to him. The pressure just gets to him. I think we need another kicker in that regard. But if Brock Purdy continues to play the way that he's been playing, we're gonna win games. I know we're gonna win games, especially when we got CMC, Kittle, and Debo all coming back on the offensive side of the ball. Hoof just came back. I thought he looked great. I like the rotation between Brown, Mustafa, and Hoof. So Defense is deep. Defense is going to get adjusted and be more cohesive by the second half of the season. But just give it time. Niners are going to be fine. Guys, have you heard? Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.